Imagine this, you're MGM Corporation and you own some of the most famous hotels in the world, which include the MGM Grand, New York, Luxor, Mandalay Bay, the Cosmopolitan, the Bellagio, and many others. You spent millions of dollars on IT infrastructure and cybersecurity, only to find out your expensive IT system was hacked by a phone call to support. A phone call. The hackers demand payment, but you refuse. Then you hit snooze and cease to communicate with the hackers. Why, you may ask? Because MGM does not negotiate with terrorists, or at least that's the impression they give off. Now, what do you think happens next? That's right, all hell breaks loose. Slot machines go down, room keys don't work, hotel check-in is a nightmare, and the hackers are still demanding millions in ransom. What are you gonna do now? If you're MGM, you stay silent while your world is burning to the ground. The MGM hack makes local news, national news, international news, and every blogger and their mama is talking about it. Then the hackers write a public statement and post it to the internet. The public statement reads like a Tupac battle song. They start dissing you and your whole crew, which includes MGM executives, cybersecurity professionals, news outlets, and the media in general. To add injury to insult, they indirectly give a shout out and give free promotion to your nemesis and sworn enemy, Caesars Entertainment. Did Caesars Entertainment and the hackers conspire against you? Your problems are growing bigger and bigger day by day like a fire out of control. Damages are in the tens of millions. Would you pay the ransom now? This is the story of the MGM hack that cost them over $100 million. This is how it went down. First question to ask is, who hacked MGM and Caesars? The answer is not clear, but most experts agree that the ransomware groups Blackcat, also known as Alpha V, and Scattered Spider were involved. September 7th, 2023. Blackcat, a well-known ransomware group, hacks into Caesars and demands $30 million. Security professionals recommend against paying ransoms because the stolen data is usually sold on the black market, regardless of if the ransom is paid or not. If they pay, it encourages other attacks to occur. Caesars hears what the experts are putting down, but is also looking at its options, and they don't look good. Caesars decides to make a business decision, and they start negotiating like a crackhead.
$1.
Oh, come on now. Look out for a brother, man. Come on. Hey, check this out. Why don't you let me get a sip for 15 cents?
In true crackhead fashion, Caesars negotiates a deal from $30 million to $15 million. The ransomware group agrees to the deal. The ransom is paid and all systems shutdowns are avoided. This was done so quietly, nobody even knew Caesars had been hacked. The Caesars hack was not made public until after the MGM hack. How many other corporations are paying ransoms to hackers without the public knowing? September 11th, 2023. MGM releases a statement that they'd been hacked. Both MGM and Caesars were hacked with social engineering attacks. Hackers pretended to be high-ranking or credentialed employees with information they got off LinkedIn profiles. The hackers wanted to negotiate a deal with MGM. MGM does not negotiate. The very next day, MGM systems go down. Slots, hotel keycards, websites, payroll, and other systems within MGM stop working. Customers can't get in rooms, employees can't get paid. People are talking, bloggers are blogging. This becomes international news, and MGM is in complete panic mode. On September 12th, the malware education site VX Underground releases this tweet. Who is VX Underground? A collective of cybersecurity experts who seem to have credibility with both sides of the law. According to VX Underground, Blackcat has claimed responsibility. On September 14th, 3 days after the attack is known to the world, Blackcat puts out a statement saying they were responsible for the hack and wanted to clear some things up. The group said that it is MGM who shut down their own systems before any ransomware was deployed. So all the issues the hack was causing the customers was actually MGM shutting down its own servers. The hackers tried to contact MGM, but like a hot girl on Tinder, MGM did not respond. Then Blackcat puts out a statement. The statement reads like the battle song Hit 'Em Up by Tupac, where they start dissing the main target, which is MGM. Then they start dissing other people associated with the hack because the truth keeps getting distorted. Blackcat wants people to know the facts and they're getting frustrated by the lack of communication.
We believe MGM will not agree to deal with us. Simply observe their insider trading behavior. You believe that this company is concerned for your privacy and well-being while visiting one of their resorts? We are not sure about anyone else, but it is evident from this that no insiders have purchased any stock in the past 12 months, while certain insiders have sold shares for a combined $33 million. This corporation is riddled with greed, incompetence, and corruption.
Boom, there it is. Shots had been fired and the hacker group has receipts. They're calling MGM out. They posted this link. As you can see, what Blackcat said was true. Executives were selling shares. What's that all about? Why are the executives jumping ship?
We'll recognize that MGM is mistreating the hotel's customers and really regret that it has taken them 5 years to get their act together. Other lodging options, including casinos, are undoubtedly open and happy to assist you.
Oh, snap. Are they getting Caesars free promo? Free promo? MGM and Caesars are straight up enemies out here on these Las Vegas streets. This is obviously an endorsement for Caesars, who paid the $15 million to keep their systems going, while MGM did not. Blackcat endorses corporations that pay. According to bloggers, Caesars raised their room rates after the MGM hack. It's going to cost you more than $15 million to fix your system, so you might as well pay. MGM estimates the damages of the ransomware hack is over $100 million. Most ransomware groups would rather make money. By showing the world how much damage can be done if a company doesn't play ball is equally important for its reputation and future negotiations. Also, remember that a lot of cyber criminals are states sponsored by countries hostile to the United States, like Russia. So doing damage to a U.S. company isn't just about money, it's a source of nationalistic pride. Caesars made a business decision and paid a lot less than MGM.
Scattered Spider is getting and maybe taking all the credit, planning to, quote, recruit mules and to gamble and milk the machines. Interesting, considering that the 8 News Now investigators saw firsthand that a lot of the slot machines are down.
Now that the hackers are done with MGM, Blackcat starts to bomb on the media for misinformation.
At this point, we have no choice but to criticize outlets such as Financial Times for falsely reporting events that never happened. We did not attempt to tamper with MGM slot machines to spit out money, because doing so would not be to our benefit and would decrease the chances of any sort of deal.
This makes sense and supports the idea that MGM shut itself down to mitigate damages caused by the hack. The point Blackcat is trying to make is that all the customer disruptions, like down slots, room keys not working, and offline websites, were self-inflicted by MGM. The hackers are about the Benjamins. They would rather negotiate a deal like they did with Caesars.
Social media and many different online media outlets are pointing the finger at Scattered Spider, who are believed to be teenagers. At least one outlet said, in dark corners of the internet, Scattered Spider is getting and maybe taking all the credit.
The rumors about teenagers from the US and UK breaking into this organization are just that, rumors. We are waiting for these ostensibly respected cybersecurity firms who continue to make this claim to start providing solid evidence to support it, starting to the actor's identity that they are so well versed in them.
These rumors are ridiculous. Blackcat has every reason to call them out. MGM and Caesars has spent billions on IT infrastructure, security software, cybersecurity consultants, and now they want the people to believe it's a few teenagers in their basement that carried out this cyber attack? This is not a simple run-of-the-mill attack on your grandma's Facebook profile that any geek off the street can do. I'm sure this highly skilled hacking group was offended by these stupid statements. This is an organized, complex, and sophisticated cyber attack on a $33 billion multinational corporation. The disrespect. These hacking groups are comprised of professional software developers, engineers, and testers that are as talented as $1 billion cybersecurity teams that are chasing them. You better put some respect on the name. The hackers still got more beef than you to get off their chests. They get upset at the cybersecurity professionals, blaming them for the attack without having any evidence it was them. They felt like they were being blamed for a crime that they may or may not have committed.
The truth is that these specialists find it difficult to delineate between the actions of various threat groupings. Therefore, they have grouped them together. Two wrongs do not make a right. Thus, they choose to make false attribution claims, and then they leak them to the press when they are still unable to confirm attribution with high degrees of certainty. After doing this, the tactics, techniques, and procedures used by the people they blame for the attacks are known to the public and are relatively easy for anyone to imitate.
Then they get mad at the media for making stuff up without having any evidence.
ALF, the ransomware group, has not before privately or publicly claimed the responsibility for an attack before this point. Rumors were leaked from MGM Resorts International by unhappy employees or outside cybersecurity experts prior to this disclosure. Based on unverified disclosures, news outlets made the decision to falsely claim that we had claimed the responsibility for the attack before we had.
Basically, this saying, yeah, it was us, but you didn't know that. You had no proof. You might get it wrong next time. Anybody can impersonate us. Double check your facts. Blackcat has an image, reputation, and brand recognition to uphold. Blackcat is about business. They're not some kids in a basement. They're not some geeks off the street. These are professionals. Don't be lumping Blackcat with some other buster hacking groups out there. They don't want to be associated with those whack groups. Next time, don't guess who you think it is. Get the facts correct. Then put some respect on the name.
We still continue to have access to some of MGM's infrastructure. If a deal is not reached, we shall carry out additional attacks. We continue to wait for MGM to grow a pair and reach out, as they have clearly demonstrated that they know where to contact us.
These dudes told MGM to grow a pair. Dang, homie. MGM did not respond. They didn't say nothing. They didn't say nothing. After Blackcat dissed MGM, they had some housekeeping to do and started going off on some sloppy journalists.
TechCrunch and others. Neither you nor anybody else was contacted by the hacker who took control of MGM. Next time, verify your sources more thoroughly, or at the very least, give some hint that you do. Zeba Sabdiki fails to confirm the credibility of sources before publishing items on the routers that contain fake news. Funnily enough, Maid individuals like these are the direct targets of social engineering schemes because they are so gullible. Find a new profession. You were actually made fun of by a random Telegram user, you idiot! But hey, anything for a story, right?
Now that housekeeping is done, we can deduce a few clues about this ransomware group that should be obvious by now. They are professional, organized, about business, and they want the public to know that. They also want to stop the spread of misinformation and make sure the information that does get out about them is correct. You can read the full statement by the hacker group along with the reference articles in the description below. One more thing, what they really want, look here and pound this in your head, is for you to put some respect on the name. MGM did not pay. Customer vacations were ruined, the reputation and brand image of MGM took a hit, the value of MGM stock went down after the attack. Class action lawsuits are pending over the stolen data. MGM estimates the damage was over $100 million. The hackers were never caught. By October, MGM had returned to normal business operations. Why did these hacks happen? First reason is that there are highly motivated and intelligent state-sponsored hackers who want to make money. The second reason is that executives at corporations don't like spending money on technology infrastructure because it's expensive. Corporate CEOs are trying to show off how much profit they made in a year so they can boost their bonuses and justify their high salaries. Technology infrastructure expenditures take away from showing profit, which is not good for bonuses. Executives don't like that. If it ain't broke, don't fix it, and don't even think about upgrading it. The reality is, every one of us has been a victim of hacking, directly or indirectly. If you weren't hacked personally, your data was hacked off of a corporate server.
It's not your fault. It's not your fault.
Hackers don't care about you individually, unless you're her. Corporations are better targets because they can pay and they have data that is actually valuable. What can we learn from the MGM hack? Sometimes crime pays and it pays well. Caesars paid $15 million, and that has to be considered a win compared to MGM's loss. Both MGM and Caesars have customer data that is likely being sold on the black market. Nothing can be done about that. People will forget about this hack until the next one, because as citizens and customers, there's nothing we can really do about it.